I wanted to take a minute to talk about my story, who I am, why I'm doing this, everything. So I guess we'll just start from scratch. My name is Jack. I'm 19 years old, born in Canada. When I was younger, I got bullied really bad my whole life. My mom had cancer. For many, many years, I was alone. I was always bullied for my height, for not being like the coolest. I had crooked teeth, a whole bunch of insecurities. I didn't really have any friends. I never had anyone to really open up to. Most recently, I got out of a really messy relationship, which was almost 3 years. When that happened, I felt angry at the world. I felt like I was wronged, and for a couple months, I projected that hatred out onto others. Fast forward to November, and I think I finally found myself again. This November. Not that I found myself, but that I became aware of myself, aware of who I am. That I needed to be kinder, not just to others, but to myself. Most recently, I just graduated firefighting school, and I'm currently doing my emergency medical responder course. And one thing that I've realized is how I was hurt, but now I want to help people. And that no matter what, I will never hold any resentment against what happened to me. But that I'm very lucky about what happened to me. Not all that hurt, all those, suicide attempts. Everything that ever happened to me has shaped me into who I am right now. By no means am I perfect right now, but I'm definitely working on it. And it's day by day, it's moment by moment, it's situation by situation. I know I'm kind of opening myself up to you guys, and you guys don't know me. But it's all that to say, it's not about what happens to you. It's not about the hand you were dealt. It's about how you respond. It's about your attitude and your choices. I wouldn't have asked for any of this to happen to me, but then again, that's not what life is about. Life is about seeing it for what it is. And it's about doing your best to move forward. It's about taking it and building that into adversity. That adversity comes into strength. And it gives you your purpose. I found my purpose a long time ago. My why. And now whenever things get hard or the going gets rough, well, I know that I have a deep, deep, profound meaning into who I am and what I want to do with my life. I just want to help people. I want to be a friend to that kid who had no one. I know what it's like to have nothing, but to move forward. And it doesn't happen overnight. It took many years of reflection, many years of hurt to build up what I have now, which is a career ahead of me, really good friends, parents, sister, job I love, the best shape of my life because I work hard every day. But more importantly, I take that time for myself. One thing I never really got to do before, because I didn't realize how important it was. But it's almost like all of my problems stemmed from me not sitting there with myself and having a conversation. But you need to. You need to dive deep into who you are and what made you who you are. Not letting it define you, but letting it push you. Using it as motivation, as fuel, as discipline. Motivation isn't anything. It's discipline. Discipline is all we have. So if I were to give advice to anyone, I'd say go for a walk. That's what changed my life ultimately. Go for a walk. Look at life around you for what it is. You know, I was at the library the other day and it just dawned on me how cool it is that there's people everywhere living their own lives. Over here in the distance, there's trains on the track. Every cargo container with something in it or nothing in it, but everything has a story. All the cars driving by have people in them. These roads that weren't here a couple of years ago, but now they're here. We're paved, and now there's communities everywhere, you know? It's just so beautiful. Even where I'm sitting right now on this big hill with all these houses behind me, it's like, you get to experience life every day. And it's a beautiful gift that we have, and I will never have this moment right here ever again. All we have is right now. There is no past self to overcome, and there is no future self to achieve. I always say these in my videos, but it's so true. Because there isn't. What there is a now. And what will determine your fate is what you do with that. Don't let life get you down. Keep fighting for yourself, because ultimately you owe it to yourself. You owe it to those around you. Keep finding the beauty in the little things. Smile, you know. Accept that everything has happened for a reason. Not to regret anything, but to open yourself up to the world. We all have our own story. My story is what it is. I'm okay sharing that. Because my story's not done yet. And I'm writing a crazy story that is so motivating to me. And that's where my second point is. Just as you write your story, do things for yourself, because that's the story you're writing. It's not for anyone else, but it's for you, right? And I think that we kind of neglect that a little bit when we try to fit in and we try to do all these things. I was victim to this long ago when I wanted friends so badly. It's all I wanted. But I found my true one and only friend is myself, right? And I have myself, and I know that no matter what, I'm gonna have my own back. And I know that I'm gonna kick some butt while I'm at it too, because that's what I'm about. So whatever's going on in my life, kind of just figuring out and accepting that for what it is, makes you feel a lot more okay. If you watch this, thank you for supporting me. This is the best video I've made for myself, personally. Because everything was so real. And I'm so proud of myself for who I am now. And I know I'm gonna keep going. I'm gonna keep bringing it harder every day and keep pushing myself and those around me. But I know that I've come a long way. And I know that no challenge is insurmountable for me. As long as I get up one more time, keep trying, keep digging at it, you know, keep persisting. Sun don't stop for no one. Sun don't stop. Sun's gonna be up in the morning regardless of how I feel, whatever's happening to me, that sun is gonna be up in the morning. And at nighttime, the moon is gonna be there. And you gonna look up, and these days gonna keep going by. So do you look up, let the days go by, and you didn't wasted a year doing what? Or you just pick it up, say, all right, I made a few mistakes. You figure out from life from that point. I'm a life goes on type of guy.